Hi, welcome. My name is Jennifer Fairbanks. I'm a public high school math teacher at Hopkinton High School in Hopkinton, Mass. And this is Desmos Activity Builder, some of my and my students' favorite Desmos activity builders. I'm going to invite you to go to teacher.desmos.com. We are on the home page. I'm actually going to go to the most popular and just kind of scroll through and highlight. Marble Slides is a fabulous activity. They have all different concepts. They have lines, parabolas, all of those. And the goal of Marble Slides is for students to learn how a graph transforms and what numbers will affect the graph differently. So here we have a purple ball and we have 4 stars. So if I hit launch, all this slide does is show the students what the point is. So when we go to next, you can see we have this straight line. My ball is up there, but I wanted to go through those lines. So I need to maybe not adjust my slope, but adjust my intercept. Move that line down a little bit, and then when I think I'm ready, I'm going to hit launch. It goes through, and we have success. So students have a lot of fun with this. If we're in the regular classroom, I like to have 2 students to 1 computer for Marble Slides because it's a great activity to have some discovery through your conversations. I highly recommend checking out Marble Slides. I'm going to go back to most popular. And the next one that has a whole series is polygraph. Where are my polygraphs? We will type it in up at the top. Polygraphs. So you can see all the different ones. Which one should we look at? We'll go with parabolas. So in polygraph, we're just going to take a look. So here are the possible cards. And what polygraph does is it pairs the students up and it has one student ask the question of another student so that they can try to guess their parabola. So it starts them off with the children's game of Guess Who, where you're trying to guess who their person is. Does your person wear glasses? Does your person wear a hat? And you have to be able to ask yes or no questions. So that's always a little bit challenging. So they go through that. And now the computer's actually going to pair them up. This was my first activity I did on Desmos, and I wasn't sure how the pairing was going to work. It will pair them up, and then once they're done, it will pair them up with different people. So I think this one could be done synchronously in class remotely with all the kids signed on at the same time. You could do this at the beginning of the unit where they don't quite have the vocabulary yet and build the need for the vocabulary. You could do it at the end of the unit where they do have the vocabulary. You could do it both times, but polygraph is a lot of fun. The kids really enjoy playing that. Another one of our favorites is Marcellus. Marcellus the Giant. So in Marcellus the Giant, it's going to work on scale figures, similarity, proportion. You're going to be moving things and see if they are in proportion. So this is a fun activity, again, for discovery. Another one that we would recommend, and I'm going to go to my history on this one because I did make my own card sort. And I used to do card sorts where I would photocopy them, cut them out, maybe laminate them, put them into containers, hope that the kids don't lose them on the floor. You could turn any card sort from paper into a Desmos activity. So here I have this one, and I'm going to go to this activity, and we'll click on the card. So this was a factoring activity. One thing when I was making this is you can't have the same answer. So 2x minus 5, I could not have another card that was 2x minus 5 because the answer key won't work correctly. If I show this answer key, you can see the student had them all correct. So the goal is they're going to find the missing factor, and it pulls right apart and it clicks right together. A lot of teachers wonder, how do I show the student the answer key? When I was in the classroom, I would let them work first, and then I would project this screen on the board. You can see the student has something incorrect there because it's in red. But I would wait till they were almost done because you don't want it just to become a game of turning things red and green. So card sorts are another great thing in Desmos, so you don't have to use the paper anymore. I'm going to go back to my history. and show you two more. Actually, I don't need to be in my history. I'm just going to search for point collector. So point collector lines is similar to coin capture. This one is a lot of fun. It's a little gamified, and they're not quite sure of the rules. If you can't see, there's red dots and blue dots, and you have to drag. It says collect some points, aim for a high score. So if I drag this, I can see what's happening. I have 2 blue and 2 red. My score is 0. It's not very helpful. And now I have that. And so they try to figure out what's happening here. And this is practicing lines, practicing inequalities, all of that. So those are just some of my favorite Desmos activities. I encourage you to go to teacher.desmos.com, take a look at their home screen, their most popular screen, and just play around. That's how you're going to learn. Thank you.